pleased to welcome Bill Darbe of Satcom Direct, the Director of North American Sales. Bill, what's happening in the Satcom Direct world right now?
Satcom Direct, we're always at the forefront of technology. Satcom Direct is a service provider, and we provide just about every service in business aviation for our customers. We just announced a new product at the show called the SD Wi-Fi Hub. And what's very unique about the hub is its size. Most of the routers today to allow our devices to operate over the internet are large boxes, and that they don't fit very well in the light to mid-jet market. So the SD Wi-Fi hub is basically a 5.5-inch square by 1 inch tall, which allows you to put it anywhere in a light jet cabin. So now it fits well, it's priced right, and it brings a lot of value-added services from Satcom Direct to the lighter jet market for a very affordable price.
Let me put you on the spot a little bit here. You work in a community that is incredibly demanding.
Yes, sir.
People with money did not get money by being stupid or by taking whatever anybody gives them. You're dealing with a community that has very specific requirements, and no two of them are alike. How does Satcom Direct deal with such a unique, not only a unique market, but a customer whose interest can turn on a dime?
I think I'd have to answer that question by our owner. Jim Jensen's put this company together built on technology and service. He's hired the best of the best in the industry, and he's found some of the best talent out there, and it just comes down to service. So we listen to our customers, we find out what their needs are, we fill their needs. If they have issues, we have a field support staff worldwide. So we get out on wing and we fix their problems if they have an issue. These guys, time is money, and when you're in an aircraft and you spend a lot of money to get an internet system, for example, put in the aircraft, and the CEO in the back has an issue and he can't surf the internet or conduct business, they want that situation resolved immediately before they get on that next leg. So Satcom Direct's the type of company that is going to get your problems fixed immediately with the support staff that we have and get the customers back on their mission and meet their expectations.
Well, how, outside of the most recent announcement, how varied is the product line?
Well, Satcom Direct, as I mentioned earlier, is a service provider. We resell services in the aircraft for the community. Up until recently, we never sold any products because we were just reselling in the billing agent for the customers, and also, again, being there helping them with any support issues. But we find we're able to give our customers better support by creating the router. So now we kind of have a bookend solution. We have the router in the aircraft, we have our network operations center on the ground, and it allows us to apply the services and the value adds that we have to any of the networks that are in the aircraft. And now we're able to support our own hardware in the aircraft better than we would for another OEM. In the past, we'd support a Honeywell router or an EMS router. Now we have our routers in the market, and we're able to stay in better control with the customer, and most importantly, give the customer a better experience.
Requires to be something of a jack of all trades, doesn't it?
It is, and what's fun at Satcom Direct is that people look at us as, as kind of a consultant. We don't have a heavy bias towards any hardware. Our routers will plug in and kind of be on point in front of any of the other boxes, whether it's a Cobham, a Honeywell, or a Rockwell Collins Swift broadband system. We are the wireless access point and the router for that, so we're pretty agnostic. We'll work with any of the links and any of the boxes on the aircraft, and it works well for us. And then it allows us to continue to grow our services and to just keep driving technology in the industry.
As competitive as this aspect of the industry is and continues to be, how do you stay ahead of the obsolescence curve? Innovations.
Jim drives technology. The owner of our company is always looking to the future to do things. In addition to cockpit services, we also are a data link provider. So we're able to offer the flight deck cockpit data link to allow the pilots to not have to communicate to the ATC and be able to do it digitally. So we're always finding new solutions and services for our company. Just recently, we're offering security. One of the things that are very, very important in today's technology is securing your data. You're in a private jet, flying anywhere in the world in a network, and don't think for 1 second that your data is secure. Once it hits that World Wide Web, once that data gets out to the web, that's where it has that opportunity to get hacked.
Yeah.
And what Jim has done with our new cloud services that we have at Satellite Beach is we're able to work with the IT flight departments of our Fortune 50 and our top customers, and we're able to secure that last mile. And that information will never touch the public domain until it goes back through that company, and then it meets the IT protocol of that flight department. So very, very, very important. And now we're able to prove to the IT gurus back at these companies that we're able to secure their data, and it allows them not to have to launch that VPN, that virtual private network that you have on your devices. We're able to eliminate the VPNs, which allows the customer to have a better experience because we're not clogging the pipe with those VPNs. And so the customers get a better experience in the aircraft, and we're able to allow the customer's data to be as compliant as that IT department allows it to be.
Who is your typical customer?
Our typical customer is any of the top flight departments, any of the Fortune 500 companies, or private individuals. Anybody with enough money to fly a $4 or $5 million jet or a $60 million jet. They have lots of needs and lots of services to, whether it's the cockpit services or the cabin type of services that we offer. So we offer a full array of services, and we're quite unique in what we do at Satcom Direct.
Within this community, the AEA community or the avionics community overall, we've noticed that it's an interesting group of people who at times can compete viciously, and yet at the same time work cooperatively in a number of ways. How do you see Satcom Direct positioning itself within the industry now and in the future?
Well, I like to think of us as a leader and not a laggard. And we're always out there, and we're first to the market with most of the technology. And I just mentioned to you about security. We're the only service provider compared to our very key competitors that have a data center. So we have cloud services that not only do we support our customers to give them the security that I mentioned a moment ago, we also provide services outside of the aviation community. So we're diversified in that, and our data center is the catalyst to our technologies and the things that we're able to do to offer cloud services for the community as well as the business aviation market.
If I were the potential customer operating a proper jet or high-end turboprop or whatever the case may be under these circumstances, probably more jet than turboprop at this stage of the game, what are the things that I need to determine to find out if, one, you have the right solution set for me, and what do you offer that is heretofore otherwise not offered by anybody else? Well,
Satcom Direct offers services for every network in business aviation except one.
Okay.
And that's the GoGo Biz high-speed data network. So every other network in the business aviation community that's there today, and the two new networks that are coming into the future, we're lined up and we're going to be able to provide services for them. And having the data center the way that we do, all of those networks land at our data center. So if some aircraft will have secondary and tertiary internet solutions on there, we're able to stitch that together and link all those networks together at the data center. And that bookend solution that I mentioned a few minutes ago, we're able to apply all of our services to every one of those networks. So we can apply filters and we can apply security. And as you network and you switch between those networks automatically with the routing functions that we have, we're able to have each of those links be secure or have the Sky Shield filters that we have in there to reduce the unwanted megabytes. And some people, for example, don't want Facebook, don't want to pay for the social media while they're on the aircraft to try to reduce the expenses. We have tools to be able to filter that. We have tools to be able to filter an iCloud backup, so you don't have your wife takes 200 megabytes of pictures on a vacation, and you're flying back home, and this thing sync into the iCloud. Jim's put solutions in place to reduce the megabyte consumption for the customers, and filter those things out. So we're able to apply that type of technology to every network that's connected to that aircraft through our data center, and that's quite unique and to what Satcom Direct is able to do.
Sounds like you've got to maintain quite a dialogue with your customer base to be able to not only meet their current needs, but be able to plan for what's coming down the road.
Absolutely. We have thousands of customers, and the sales team that I'm blessed with in North America are very sharp, and we do a lot of account management. We're seeing our customers 3 and 4 times a year and constantly keeping them educated and updated on what we have, offering new services, reminding them what we have, and re-educating on what they have. We're the experts in what we do, and many of our customers are very, very knowledgeable and astute about it. And then there's many of them that what we do is difficult for them. Mm-hmm. So we're out there and just constantly reminding them what we have, constantly listening to try to fill their needs and just give them a better experience.
Outstanding. Bill Darbe from Satcom Direct, we sure appreciate your time.
Aero-News Network's coverage of the 59th Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show, live from Orlando, Florida, is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.